My name's Tony Hill. I'm here with
Tyler Howard.
and we're going to talk about his past life and the ways that things inspired him to be an activist in his community. So, Tyler, can you tell me about where you grew up and where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I grew up in Inglewood, like the South Side part. Like, it was really bad.
Real bad there?
Yeah.
How was it like growing up in Inglewood, Southside Inglewood?
Like, growing up, there was always something going on, like some robberies, some shootings down the street or something. Like, it was always too close to home, so I didn't really like it down
That's what the persona that the lens that everybody sees Chicago as is just violence and terror around. So how was it like trying to go to school up in Chicago with that
in
persona?
school.
Yeah, with that
It was
persona.
wild in school. People would bring knives to school, sneak guns into school,
Really?
drugs school. There'd be fights all the
Were
time.
there metal detectors?
I mean, in certain schools, not ours.
Okay,
They didn't have
okay.
metal detectors until like we was in like 7th grade.
Okay, and your community life, like while you were going to school, did you have a lot of friends and was there a lot of like opportunities to go out in your community and play?
No, I didn't really have a lot of friends. Like I stuck to myself just so I could stay away from all the like ignorance that
I
was
feel
going
you. I
on.
feel you. I feel you. And was there always like how far was the nearest parks? Like were there a lot of parks located in your neighborhood?
There weren't that many parks, and the parks that there were always like older kids there. You know, always like they were selling drugs in the parks and everything. I'm not trying to be around that, so
Okay. And how long did you live in Chicago?
I lived there till I was about 13,
13.
14.
And then where you moved here?
Yeah, I moved to PA,
Okay.
West Mifflin.
And how was it like that transition going from Chicago to Pennsylvania? How did the kids act?
I mean, coming to PA, I liked it a lot better than
Okay.
Chicago, but the only thing was they glorified Chicago at the time.
Really?
Yeah, because all the new music coming out and everything.
They have famous rappers coming up in the mainstream, like Chief Keef and stuff.
Yeah, so they would all try to be like gangbangers and all that.
Okay. Anybody wanting to be gangbangers, like, did you come in contact with any of them outside of school and, like, see any experiences to where they, like, made you say that's not what you want to do?
I mean, I always tried to, like with the kids in PA and everything,
Mhm.
like, I always try to tell them, like, there's more to life than that. Like,
Right.
do you want to throw away your life gang banging, doing all that ignorance? Or do you want to go get a job and have a real career in life and do something with your life? Like,
I don't know, yeah, that's good, that's good. And, were there any, like, specific, like, motives or people who wanted you to act in a certain way to tell people that that's not what they want to be like? Like, were there any celebrities that would do things similar that kind of, like, made you feel like if they're doing it, then I can do it too? Like, just any that come off the head? Any celebrities?
Mike Tyson.
Like, I know, like, the older rapper generation, they always they come on and say how the younger kids are acting a certain way, and it's not really like that.
Yeah, always, like Master P.
Yeah, like Master P, for example. Like, they come out and say the things. Like, did you ever hear any other, like, higher professional people talk, like, in this sense, and it show you to where you want to actually make a change for some kids?
I mean, I looked up to 50 Cent.
That's a good example.
Because everybody knows he got shot 9 times and everything. He was in the hood and everything. He made it out. He found a way through music.
On the way through music.
And that's kind of what I'm trying to do and help teach the kids that too.
So, that's what I meant to get into. You're an activist through music. Now, can you tell me about your music history and what you do?
Well, back in Chicago, before I moved here,
Mhm.
I was messing around with the little music and everything. And then whenever I came up here, I was finally old enough so I can get a job, buy my own stuff, not have to ask my mom about this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And I eventually, over time, developed like my own little studio in my basement. So nowadays, like, instead of having all these kids doing all the violence and everything, I just tell them, like, come make a song, rap about it, rap about what's on your mind.
Okay, that's good. That's
You
good.
don't gotta act on it, just talk about it, rap about it.
And so you have kids come into your studio and makes music.
Yeah, I don't allow no like dissing.
Okay.
Like,
So
coming at anybody in my studio.
alright, so it's a positive atmosphere.
Yeah.
That's good. And have you seen any change in the people that come into your studio?
I mean, yeah, it's like kind of being a therapist. You get what's off on your chest, you get it off.
Okay. So it's a way to talk about their feelings instead of like going and actually having actions with those feelings. That's
Exactly.
okay. So is there any time to where you'll have an artist come into your studio while you have some kid that you just told to come from your community?
I mean, like, I try not to have the older artists, like 20s and up, around anybody that's under really 16 or anything like that. But
Mm-hmm.
you have some local artists that come in, but whenever they're around and the kids are around, like, I obviously tell them the rules and everything. Know this, know that. Just because the kids gotta respect the kids.
Got you. And what advice do you offer young people and others who want to get involved with your music therapy?
Just do it, like Nike. Don't let nothing hold you back. If you want to do something, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't have any insecurities.
Okay. I want to know more about the people who came into your studio. Like, how did you come in contact with a kid before you invited him to your studio? Like, what happened that you saw and it made you say, I want to change him through music?
I mean, when you have a studio, your name gets around.
Yeah.
Not everybody out there has a studio.
I feel you.
So you start making a couple things here and there that people spread the word, like, hey, so-and-so has a studio down the road. You want to go down there? They talk to me, blah, blah. It's all set up and done.
Okay, so.
And so it's just like through the grapevine.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Alright, well, that's a wrap. This is Tyler Howard. I'm Tony Hill, and thank you.